little star, how I wonder where you are. Little star, what color is your jar? I think it's the green jar. No, it's not the green jar. I think it's the blue jar. No, it's not the blue jar. I think it's the pink jar. Yes, it is the pink jar. It's your turn to hide the star. Close your eyes. Little star, how I wonder where you are. Little star, what color is your jar? This is a little song about a little star that I created for my younger lower elementary students to practice solo singing. The reason I absolutely love this song and game is because it's an opportunity for students to do some solo singing without them actually thinking about solo singing. And the reason why is because it's all embedded in the game. So the way that it works is students begin in a seated circle, and I sing the song just the way that I did for you. And I show the star hiding behind one of the paper jars that I have on the floor in the center of the circle. And underneath the jar, there is one of these stars. Then after I've sang the song again, so after I've gone, how I wonder where you are, little star, what color is your jar? I might say, raise your hand if you think you know what color jar the star is under. And then some child would probably raise their hand and say, oh, I think it's the blue one. And I would say, oh, I think it's the blue jar. And then motion for them to sing that. And then whether or not it's under the blue jar, I would sing, no, it's not the blue jar, or yes, it is the blue jar. Then I would have another student get a chance to choose. So I'd say, raise your hand if you think you know what color it is. Again, this is just the first time that we play this game. And a student might raise their hand and I call on them and say, what color do you think it is? And that student would say, I think it's the pink jar. And I would open the jar or take the paper off of the star and say, yes, it is the pink jar. It's your turn to hide the star. Close your eyes to all the other students and then say, by the time the song is over, we have to make sure that the star is hidden under the jar in your back in your spot. Ready, go. Little star, how I wonder where you are, etc. Then by the time that the song is over, the student is sitting and the star is hidden and we can choose new guessers. So what's really beautiful about this is that there has to be like zero teacher talk once the students get how the game goes, because you have a student raise their hand and you can point to them non-verbally and they can sing, I think it's the blue jar. And either you as the teacher or the student who did the hiding can say, no, it's not the blue jar, or yes, it is the blue jar, or they can wait for the student to take the paper off of the star, or no star as it might be, and the game can work really, really beautifully that way. And then a wonderful way to keep the rounds going is saying, it's your turn to hide the star, close your eyes, and then eventually the students would sing the song. So this is another one of those games that really plays itself, which I'm always a big fan of inside of the music room, because not only does that mean that the students are taking ownership and having agency over their music making, but it gives me a chance to do a little bit of assessment. This is a great song for so-do, or home note, if you'd like to think of it that way, when you're assessing your solo singers. It's also a fun song to change the tonality for. So instead of little star, we could sing, little star, how I wonder where you are. Little star, what color is your jar? And then the students would still sing, I think it's the whatever color jar. And they're still getting that home note practice. This is a really sweet singing game. I hope that you enjoy using it in your classroom.